The swift advance of the Japanese and the surrender of troops in Singapore saw the British Army at one of its lowest points in World War II. The defeat was the beginning of appalling treatment for thousands of Commonwealth prisoners of war who were caught in the fighting. When British territories fell, it was not just Allied troops who became prisoners. Over 130,000 civilians, men, women and children, were also interned in the Far East. A brother and sister shared with us their family's story of survival against unthinkable adversity.
My name is John Powell. My father was in the Colonial Civil Service, so we lived in Hong Kong before the war, just above Wan Chai in a block of flats. It was pretty stuffy, humid in the summer. My sister was born in the middle of a typhoon in 1935.
John was my big brother. He looked after me. I don't remember very much at all before the war. My memories really start when the war started.
3 shells hit the flats, 1 hit above the dining room, and it blew only an 18-inch hole in the ceiling. But Hilary and I were cowering under the kitchen table, and the corporal who was leading the platoon of Royal Scots, he gave my father a revolver and said, "We're only 10 minutes away from a Japanese bayonet charge. I advise you to shoot your family and keep 1 bullet for yourself."
I was 5 and a half at Christmas when Hong Kong surrendered, and about 5 3/4 when we went into camp. Life was going to be very different, and food was always an issue.
We ate anything that moved, really. On one occasion we caught a field mouse, and we all had a leg each.
We did find a potato. I just ate it as it was, straight off the road, raw. And another thing we loved was if the tar was melting, we'd pull a bit of the tar up and chew that.
The food steadily got worse, and in the end we were starving to death. And some women made the mistake of pretending not to be hungry and giving their children extra, and they died. So their children became orphans. Got to be quite a number. Anyway, one day my mother tried that trick, but my father wasn't having it. She wasn't going to let her give us some of her food.
I can't ever remember being told that the war was over, but everything went quiet, and the Japanese just seemed to vanish.
We'd made friends with the Formosan guard, who was a young chap, and he told my father that the Japanese were going to execute the camp on the 25th of August. So we escaped certain death by 10 days.